The movie I chose to watch is Catch Me If You Can. In Catch Me If You Can, Frank is an 18-year-old boy who was a master deceiver and who pretended to be a pilot, doctor, and lawyer to scam his way to get money. At 17, he was the most successful bank robber in the U.S. This film is set in New York in the 60s and is actually based on a true story. Growing up, Frank's dad had a fraudulent past that Frank was aware of, and I just wanted to add that to give some background. I would diagnose Frank with antisocial personality disorder, which is a challenging psychological disorder that causes a person to not know the difference between right or wrong. This disorder is also sometimes referred to as someone being a psychopath. Symptoms of this disorder include lying, manipulating, breaking rules or laws. They're typically impulsive and don't care about the feelings or well-beings of others. This disorder can start forming during childhood years, but is typically diagnosed in adulthood. In the movie, Frank does not go to any therapy. I do believe that Frank growing up watching his dad commit tax fraud and his parents' divorce due to his mother cheating helped form symptoms to this disorder. This disorder can be diagnosed in all cultures, and I personally believe that the stigma in the U.S. revolving this disorder is that people often assume that these types of people are horrible and can't do anything good and don't care about anything and deserve to be put into jail or a mental institution. The first major symptom that Frank shows is being manipulative and a liar. The scene that I included in my presentation, which you can press play if you want to watch it, from the movie shows Frank manipulating the FBI agent Carl by tricking him that he is a Secret Service member and already caught the suspect who was actually Frank himself, and he got away with it. Another symptom of antisocial personality disorder that Frank shows is impulsiveness and breaking rules or the law. In this scene, I included Frank is shown making an impulsive move by escaping the plane from jumping out of it so he doesn't have to go to jail rather than just cooperating with the FBI agents. Typically, people with antisocial personality disorder don't tend to have strong feelings or care about other people and prefer to be on their own, and this is where I think Frank lacks in symptoms. He tends to feel lonely and even misses his family. He was a 17 to 18-year-old boy pretending to be an adult traveling everywhere all by himself. He frequently would write letters and visit his dad throughout him lying, and even went straight to his mother's house after jumping out of the plane escaping the FBI. Frank would even frequently make phone calls to Carl, the FBI agent, who was constantly chasing him down just because he was so lonely. Currently, the only effective source of treatment for this disorder is therapy. There is no medication that can be used or cure this disorder. I personally would suggest that Frank start going to see a licensed therapist who specializes in people with this disorder so that they can help Frank track down what caused him to start feeling like he needed to act this way and what he can do to change. A concern that comes with this plan of treatment is that some people with this disorder are not responsive to therapy and will choose not to go or to not take it seriously. A barrier that might prevent Frank from receiving the proper treatment is how he always has the tendency to run away when overwhelmed, even if someone is trying to help him. I believe that the film Catch Me If You Can accurately portrayed what antisocial personality disorder looks like. The character Frank shows every symptom of the disorder and acts out like any psychopath would. The movie shows multiple examples of events that Frank did and showed what he was thinking and feeling that caused him to act out and how he formed the disorder. The way the movie portrayed antisocial personality disorder helps viewers understand on a deeper level what people with this disorder go through and what goes through their mind to cause them to act the way they do. I think it helps us have sympathy for what they go through because we can have a sense of what they go through on a daily basis.